Another thing that we have gained a deeper understanding about in these 6 years of being involved with DreamRoot is how much you gain by getting involved, by giving. And what we mean by that isn't just the cliche, it's better to give than to receive. And while that's true, it's cliche for a reason, going deeper of being connected to community
Yes.
and the mutual transformation that happens when it's everybody giving and receiving at the same time and
Yes.
being connected as one body, one society, and really seeing that ecosystem truly
Yeah.
come together and thrive instead of, okay, you're coming and showing up somewhere to give to somebody, but really to see, and if we truly believe that everybody has talents, skills,
Yes.
insights, the keys to that unlocks that when we come together, we really do develop something more magnificent and more brilliant together. And it can only happen through connection, through community, but showing up. And then how much more we get when we give of ourself, meaning also receiving, being open to the mutual exchange.
One of the things that we hear a lot in one way is like there is a separation between the giver and the receiver, right? So it's always better to give than receive or whatever that may be. And we understand that. But better than just give and receive, whatever that means, is how do we create a platform? How we can create an ecosystem where everybody is giving, they're giving their time, their talents, their treasure, because that helps support everybody around them. But at the same time, they're also receiving. It's like creating a place that everybody's giving and receiving at the same time. We are constantly strengthening each other. We don't want to create an ecosystem where there is a giver and a receiver. We want to create an ecosystem where there's a giver and receiver, and a giver and a receiver. And we believe as we do that way, everybody gains and gets stronger and grows together in a whole different level. Like Amy said, everybody has something to give. Everybody has talents. So how we create a place that you can exercise your talents and pour out in people, and at the same time have a heart of humility to receive from others when you are needing that. And that's something that we experience tremendous here in DreamRoot.
Yeah, really what we're describing is creating a culture of empowerment. And how do we create, like you're describing, set up the environment, create an atmosphere where everybody really can contribute. And so that includes amplifying the drivers for success for people and identifying where are any of the barriers that would be inhibiting for them to have access, to show up fully
Yes.
as dignity and equality in those areas. And how do we remove those barriers? How do we amplify those drivers for success so that we can all connect? And that's saying that as the tide rises, all
Yes.
boats rise. So what does that truly look like to create this empowering culture and atmosphere where everyone can truly optimize that mutuality of the giving and receiving? When we're talking about that creating the environment for everybody to be connected and giving and receiving each at the same time. It's where the weak and the strong in the different areas that we are weak and strong in, we can come together and cover one another in those weaker areas, in those stronger areas. The same thing when we're talking about creating teams, that when you are even in business, you want to staff for the people that would be your weakness or the areas that you are needing
Yes.
help in. You don't want everybody to be just as good as you are in one area or have the same skills or specialties in one area. And so, that's, I think, the beauty of what we love to see when we come into some of these locations is just to see the brilliance and the diversity of
Yes.
thought and the diversity of doing things differently. And how do we give space for people to express this rather than thinking that there's only one right way or one path that it should look like? We have developed a deeper understanding around during these 6 years of working with DreamRoot is how much more we gain by getting involved and giving and showing up than we could ever imagine.